Hey guys, today we're talking about the Camp King Industries 270-degree freestanding awning and how it's changed the way I go camping. The awning bolts directly to my rooftop tent through these 3 brackets that Camp King Industries made themselves. They're designed to bolt to the rooftop tent and then straight to the awning. These are some of the strongest brackets you ever get. Coming from an Adventure Kings awning and then a Dachi 180-degree awning, it was always quite difficult to get back in the bag. I do like that this bag is an oversized bag, which means I still have plenty of slack here, so it's nice and easy to get back into the bag. So simple to set up. Get your one zip at the front. It takes about 30 seconds to set up, literally. You just lift it up a bit. You got 3 Velcros. 1, 2, 3. This bag, I've never had any water ingress at all either. Some of the other brands, I'm not going to mention names, they do have issues with water getting in behind the awning through the bag, but I've never had any issues with this bag. Then all you do, they've got a little bag built in here. Your strap just goes straight into this bag, so you pull your strap out. It's my favourite part. I'm grabbing the strap and just walking around. It looks so cool. One bit of feedback I gave Camp King Industries was their ladder mount here. It doesn't have a section on the side where you can clip on the awning clip. Then all you do, pull it tight. The excess I just feed back into the bag. And that's it, it's done. It's been a terrible weekend to choose to go camping. Very, very windy weekend. Up to 50-kilometre gusts this weekend. But it was the perfect opportunity to come out and show you just how strong this awning is. Camp King Industries do give you some tie-down straps, but honestly, I've never used them. I think I used them for about half an hour once. At our local Riverland Field Days, I took my car there last year to have my car on display, and it was an absolutely terrible weekend. Same thing happened again. We had 50-kilometre gusts of wind, and it was windy all day long. And I was really worried about having my awning set up there, and I messaged Camp King Industries and said, look, I've got it set up. I'll put the straps on it. Is it going to hold in 50k winds? They're like, yeah, it's fine. I said, what if I took the straps off? And they're like, do it. We guarantee it would hold it. So I tried it. I took the risk. I took all these straps off of it, and it held up in 50-kilometre-hour winds with no tie-down points at all, no poles, nothing. I couldn't believe it. So you get 3 straps with it. Very basic to use, actually. Little D-rings on one side, and there's 3 little hooks on all the corners. Just hook straight into it, tie it down. That's that simple. But honestly, you won't need them. If it's raining, they do give you additional little D hooks in the middle between each corner, which you can tie extra straps down to let that rain run straight off the awning. You'll notice this whole back piece of the awning is angled downwards. That's designed to slope down so the rain can just run straight off. There's also zips that run the whole way around the outside of this awning, so you can purchase additional sidewalls if you wish. That way you can completely enclose this area so you're protected from the elements. That's one thing I don't like at the moment, is that it's so open. I'm protected from the rain, but the wind just comes straight through here. So on really cold days, it's still bloody cold. The reason they trust this awning in such strong winds is the frame is built so strong, and the mounts as well. They recommend you get it professionally mounted because your mounts will break before this awning will break. The awning is that strong. It'll support my own weight as well. It's that strong. So this awning is never going to break on you. I did make a suggestion asking if they ever thought about putting inbuilt lighting into the poles, but that's not something they want to look at this stage. So if you want to do that yourself, there's more than enough room inside the bag. It will fit. It just won't come factory with lighting. You can see just why the awning is so strong. Have a look at this frame that it mounts directly to the mounting brackets to. It is really thick and really strong. Never have any issues with this. My 2 previous awnings, the Adventure Kings awning and my Dachi 180-degree awning, neither of them were freestanding. So all it was a piece of aluminium across here, and that was it. Very, very flexible. It twisted really easily, whereas this is never going to move. This awning isn't for everyone though, and I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. Same as the rooftop tent. If you're just starting out with camping, there's no need to go and blow this much money on a top quality awning. Nothing wrong with starting out with Adventure Kings or a cheaper brand. It will still get you out there and to find out if you actually like camping, and then later on, if you want to get out more often, then invest in something that's going to last you for years to come. But up front, there's no reason why you need to spend this much money. But if you plan to travel full time or do more than just weekends, then if you want a very quick setup, my previous Darchi one used to be close to half an hour with the awning, walls and everything with it. It was quite a long pack up and setup every single time. You couldn't even trust it without the poles. They would allow you to not put the poles down during setup, but as soon as you had set it up, you had to put the poles down and you had to strap it down. They would not guarantee any kind of wind at all. Same as the rooftop tent, this awning was provided to me by Camp King Industries at a discounted price for me to review and test. So I'm always open and honest with you guys, but it doesn't mean I'm not honest in this review. Camp King Industries are that confident in their product. They have actually asked me and requested that I come out on the windiest days I can possibly find and get footage of this in the wind. They want to see footage of it in absolutely ridiculous amounts of wind. They have that much faith that this is going to survive. Packup's just the same, just in reverse. Even in strong wind, it's pretty easy. So we'll fold this strap back, tuck into the bag here. I have heard of people doing this in 30 seconds, but I've never tried to rush it myself. I usually take about a minute. It doesn't take much at all. So first thing you want to make sure that those 3 Velcro tabs, make sure you got them over. That's over. So they're all over, ready to go. All you want to do then, start rolling the canvas. Grab your Velcro at the bottom, Velcro at the top, and that's it. Do that on 3 of them. Your bag back over. See, even in the wind, it's not that hard. This awning, compared to my previous awnings, is so easy to put away. There's no way I would try to put in Venture King's awning away in strong winds. I think 2 or 3 times now, it blew over my car. I needed 2 people in strong winds to set it up or pack it up. That's it, it's done, it's that easy. It's because they're a small family-owned Australian business, and that's very important to me. Buying Australian, I want to support Australian businesses. I always try and do it on my channel, and I love the fact that they put so much detail into their products. They produce the best quality products on the market. Being Australian made, I know if ever I have any issues with this awning, I can ring them up and straight away they can send me the parts instantly. They'll know exactly what I need and can send it straight to me. But if I've bought it from somewhere else, there's only a couple places in Australia that actually make awnings in Australia that are fully Australian made. So everyone else imports their products from China. So that's something really annoying. If you ever have an issue with warranty and you ask for a part, they might have to import it into the country, which means you could be waiting 6 months for that part before you can fix your awning. And that's just not good enough. I've got to say though, the one downside to being an Australian business, as all Australian companies know, is that you're paying local wages, you're paying for local materials. So building something in Australia costs so much more than importing it direct from China and just slapping your name and selling it. You make so much more profit just doing it that way, whereas the costs are so much greater building stuff in Australia. So of course this awning costs a lot more than a lot of others on the market. You will not find many awnings though with this type of canvas. How many other awnings have you seen where you can actually see the sun through the awning? It still lets a lot of light through. This blacks out all the light. You've seen it, same as the rooftop tent, same canvases in there. They're one of the only ones that use actual proper canvas for their awnings and rooftop tents. You'll also never get any water leaking through this either. It is fully sealed. Once you've seasoned the awning and the rooftop tent, you'll never get any water in. I have asked them in the past too if they considered extending the awning to the front as well, having the 270 plus the front like some other manufacturers do, but it's just not going to be feasible because they make it out of such great quality canvas. That canvas is very, very expensive. So it's expensive enough just to make it to where it is now. If I had to nearly double the size of it to go to the front, no one's going to want to pay an extra $1,000 on top of what it already is now just for an awning. It's just, they won't sell any. So we get plenty of shade as it is now, but I have had people ask, are they going to extend it? And unfortunately, they just can't do that because they just don't have the market for it. Another thing I love that Camp King Industries is doing is supporting other Australian businesses as well. They actually, once a year, they hold an expo where they invite every other Australian brand to come together and promote their own products to get more reach and just help each other grow. And that's the way it should be, supporting each other. It's not a competition. You're all out there to help grow each other. I've been running this awning for over a year now, and there's not been single situation that I felt unsafe opening this awning and setting it up. Now I go camping every single weekend, so it's been used more than most people would ever use their awning, and I've never not set it up. I've always trusted it and always had faith in it. Even though I'm running this awning and the rooftop tent on an old 89 Hilux, in a couple of years' time I intend to upgrade the old Hilux to a newer car, and this is an investment to me. That's what I think of it as. Just the same as my rooftop tent. It's a top quality product that's going to be an investment. It's a big outlay up front, but it's something that's going to last me a long time. Whereas if I bought a cheaper product, I might be buying 2 or 3 of those products in that same time period. And I can actually trust this in the conditions that I take it out in, which is peace of mind, and that's what I want. So if you guys have got any more questions at all about this awning, leave a comment. I promise I will answer 100% honest in the comments. If you found this video helpful, leave a like. Or if you think one of your mates might enjoy this video, if they're doing some research on awnings, then share it with your friends. But thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!